Hello everybody, welcome back. So today I have a really cool deck profile for you as usual. It is the Machinedramon deck from EX01. This deck got a lot of support in the EX01 set, so it's really cool and I'm very excited to share it with you. This is my build of it. It's a little different to the other builds I've seen, but I really like it and I'll explain why. So make sure to go to topdecktcg.com and use code BULB810 for 10% off your next purchase. Starting off, we are playing 4 of the Pagomon and 1 of the Tyranimon. So Pagomon on deletion, you get to reveal the top card of your deck, and if it's a black Digimon, you get to add it to hand. So that's nice, especially if you're attacking with your smaller dudes. And then the Tyranimon is just extra DP and it's just an extra egg really, honestly. You can kind of put any of them in here, but he's nice, it's okay. These are my egg choices. The Pagomon is the most important though. So starting off with our rookies, we have 3 of the basic Haguramons. A nice card to put on your egg for a nice draw, and then you can swing and hopefully get a black Digimon off the Pagomon. For our first card that came out in EX01 for the black Digimon set is the other Haguramon. So you get to trash a card in your hand with Cyborg in its trait or Machine that just allows you to draw 2 cards. So it's a pot of greed, like it's brilliant. Especially since you're okay with having all of your level 5s in the trash and they are all Cyborgs. Then we have 3 Trumon for the memory boosts. You know, he's your Tyranimon, he's your Gazimon. Gonna be in every deck in the format these days now. And finally for our rookies, I'm playing 2 of the Blocker Commandramon. Not only for his blocker value, but also because he is a cyborg, which is important. So for our level 4s, we are starting off with 2 Tankmon, just handy for building up stacks. And also he is a cyborg. Then we're playing 3 Gardramon. He is a machine, which is very handy, and he's a blocker. And similar to the Higuramon, he is a pot of greed. His inherit is when you're attacking, you get to ditch a cyborg or machine card and draw 2 cards. Like, that's insane. Now for the little bit different that I've added to the deck. I haven't seen any other decks do this and I was a bit skeptical about it myself at first, but I've tried it out a little bit and actually it works too well, honestly. So we have 4 Deputymon. I know this isn't a musket deck, but bear with me guys. So on play, you get to reveal the top 4 and add either a 7 cost memory, which we do play some, or a musketeer card, which we do play 1 musketeer card. And you trash the rest. And like I was saying before, you kind of want your cyborgs trashed for the Machinedramon. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So he's filling up your graveyard, hopefully, or he's finding you your musketeer card, or he's getting you an option card, which is very valuable. But anyway, we'll park him here a second and we're going on to our level 5s. First of our level 5s is the Andramon. Now, when you digivolve into him, so you can digivolve him onto one of your boys here, you get to reveal the top 3 cards and add a machine amongst them, so you get to search for your Machinedramons, which is very cool. But then his inherit effect is also very cool. So if the card has machine in its traits, it also gains blocker. So very important. He's probably our most important level 5 card. The second most important, arguably, level 5 card is our Metal Tyranimon. He does pretty much the exact same as Andramon on Digivolution, but instead of giving blocker in the inherit, he gives reboot, which is very bloody good. Then we are playing 2 Metal Mamemon. I know a Mamemon that's actually useful for once. Again, does the same as Andramon or Metal Tyranimon. When he digivolves, you get to search for your Machinedramon, but his inherit is different. So if this is under your Machinedramon, when you're attacking, you get to just delete a level 5 or lower Digimon. Then I am playing 1 of the Blocker Andramon, 1 Metal Greymon. He has reboot on his own, or if you have an inherit reboot already, not from this guy, he doesn't give reboot, you get an additional security attack. I'm playing 2 Gigadramon, so he has the inherit of giving an extra 2000 DP, which is very nice. Kind of beef up your boy. We are playing 1 Volcanodramon. He gives a cool inherit effect of when one of your opponents has an unsuspended Digimon in play, you get +1 security check. Then we are playing a Megadramon. Again, on your turn, he beefs up your boy. I forgot to say that Gigadramon beefs up whatever Digimon he's under on your opponent's turn, not on your turn, and he does it on your turn. And then finally, for the level 5s, we are playing a Metal Greymon. So his inherit effect is piercing. We're playing a lot of level 5s, but there is a reason for this. I didn't understand it at first until I started playing it, and then I realized the absolute powerhouse that this deck is. It's actually insane. So let's talk about why we're playing so many level 5s. So we have 3 Machinedramon in this deck. You hard play him, so on play, 4/12, you get to add up to 5 cyborg Digimon underneath him. And for every cyborg you add underneath of him, you gain back a memory. So he's going to be a 7 cost. Basically, he can have up to 5 of these different inheritable effects. Now the ones you want most under him are the blocker, the reboot. You want a bit of beef underneath him. Piercing is always nice, but the most important ones anyway are definitely the blocker and the reboot. The only catch is they have to be 5 different set numbers. That's why you're playing so many different level 5s. If you could add the same one underneath for loads, that'd be unbelievable. But I mean, we're playing 9 different types of level 5s, but they're all cyborgs, which means any one of them can be put underneath him. And then you can gain back a memory. And the best part about this is it can be from your hand or from your trash. So you don't mind if these guys are getting trashed from your hand the whole time. And you don't really mind seeing them in your hand as long as you've got your Machinedramon in your hand. Basically, once you've chucked him on board, you're going to have a beefy boy who's a blocker that also has reboot. He's never going to be suspended, which is nice. And he might have an extra security attack, or he might just be a little bit thicker, which is nice. Then he has some other effects, which are very, very, very nice. His DP can't be reduced. Wavering's Breath does not work. Spiral Masquerade doesn't work. You can't reduce his DP. But also, when he would be deleted, you have the option of taking 2 of your level 5s from under him. So trashing 2 of the level 5s from under him to stop him being deleted. So you can save him at least twice. The card is ridiculous. And that is why we've built a deck around him. Now, he's not all that we're playing, obviously. So next up we have a BT2 Machinedramon. So again, he's another hard play Machinedramon. So you are going to be using a lot of memory, but that is completely fine because he's a blocker for 1. He gets to digivolve 2 of your opponent's Digimon by 2, which can be fatal for your opponent. And then you just have another massive blocker on board. So that card's pretty good. Or if you don't want to hard play him, you can build up on a stack, which is completely fine as well. And then to go with our Deputymon, 2 Gundramon. Oh no, a little bit strange, but Gundramon is a machine. So your Andromon, your Metal Tyranimon, your Metal Mamemon, they can all search your Gundramon. Also, you've got your Deputymon, he can digivolve straight onto him, or you can build him up into a stack, which means he still gets his effect and he gets to trash extra cards. So if you get into him first, you get to trash some extra cards before you bring out your Machinedramon to make sure you have the inherit effects that you want underneath him. And to make sure you're having 5 Digimon underneath him instead of less. You want to get maximum effect out of it. So yeah, the fact that he is a machine means he's actually got insane synergy with this deck. Now we're playing 1 Omnimon's Wart. So you get to do some extra trashing, which is very nice. And bring back 2 8 cost or less, and most of your... Actually, no, all of your level 5s are less than 8, which is really cool. And then, of course, you've got the deletion effect of a level 6 or lower as well. So that card is good, and definitely a one-off, but can come in clutch sometimes. Then for option cards, I'm playing 3 Gelchwarmer. Again, Gelchwarmer goes with your Gundramon and your Deputymon, which is very nice. But just in general, because it's a black card, it's just very handy. Then I'm playing 2 Iron Fisted Onslaught. Goes off in security, which is very nice. But also being able to delete your opponent's Digimon with the highest play cost is it's a good card. And then for Tamers, we are playing 2 Izzy and Joe for some extra memory and some draw power. And we are playing the 1 tie. Now this tie is actually very cool because when you block one of your opponent's attacks, you get to suspend him and restand your Digimon. So tie is very cool in that he basically gives you 2 blocks off of one guy. For example, if Machinedramon blocks, you get to suspend your tie and restand your Machinedramon so he can block again. So this is a very, very cool card, and I don't know, I might even bump him up to more than 1 because the card has come in handy more than once. So it is a big blocker deck, but this deck is so cool and I think definitely has insane potential in the meta. Alright everybody, so that was our Machinedramon deck. Let me know what you think of it and how you change it. Is anyone actually playing Machinedramon out there? We haven't really had locals that much at the moment, so I haven't had the chance to test it in locals, but I have been testing it a good bit. Deck's pretty good. It's a very good deck, and I plan to play it at my next locals because I think it's so much fun, especially with this Gundramon situation. Like I said, I was very skeptical at first, but it works a little bit too well. Okay, see you all next time.